Okay, so this video is all about how to learn art without school, because it is possible. Although sometimes as a self-taught artist, I do look back and think, oh, well, I wish I would have gone to school for art and, done that. And like the way I learned art without school, I mean, I've been drawing since I was a kid. So when I was in school, we'd be doing journals or whatever. I'd either finish my work super quickly and be drawing Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z characters terribly, I might add, into my journals. Also, the teachers would be lecturing maybe, and I would be drawing, so I kind of have always been building this skill, and I have never not had a pencil in my hand. Although, like, say with guitar, there have been times where I've taken 6 months off, a year off, or something like that from really playing the guitar and putting my energy towards other things. There's never been a time in my life since childhood that I haven't had a pencil in my hand or a paintbrush doing some sort of art. I look back, and as I was building, by the time I got into high school, I think I was doing artwork that I was really proud of for my age or just for the time. And, so I just kind of kept doing that and always creating what felt natural to me, what felt right to me, what felt like I would love to see what this looks like, and then go forth and create that. So again, I look back, and I was selling artwork to my professors in college and random people, waitresses at restaurants who I'd be eating, and I'm sure I talked to them, told them I was an artist, and was talking to people about it, something you really want to do. So to learn art without school, you can go on YouTube. There's so many tutorials on how to do basic things, just as long as you know how to draw a sphere, like a circle 2D, a sphere 3D, a square 2D, a cube 3D, a rectangle 2D turns into maybe a cylinder in 3D, triangles and pyramids. If you can draw those things, you can draw dang near anything. So you can draw damn near anything. You have so many ways that all things are built off those basic foundations. So just look up like foundations of art videos on YouTube, tutorials. If you have a library nearby, you can go find books on drawing manga or anime, or you can look up drawing animals, or there are a ton of books and there are a lot of free resources for you to take advantage of. I'm sure they even have videos that you can use while you're at the library that you can find, audiobooks even, who knows. There's all kinds of stuff out there that you can take advantage of. I mean, I'm a graphic designer as well, so the plethora of free fonts that are out there is insane. And even cheaply, like Adobe fonts is like $30 a month. You get the subscription, and then you get Adobe fonts with it. So it's just kind of like, hey, there's different ways to make this thing work out here if you don't have all the things you think you may need. So just keep that in mind. Library, YouTube, Instagram even. Obviously practice. You can draw what you see. I would start drawing from life. Just look at something on the table, set some little scene up at your house, start drawing from life, because that'll make you see things in a different way, where you're seeing what you see and translating that onto a page. And so that's kind of huge. Even though I know I work primarily from photographs, I know I learn so much when I do draw from real life. So looking forward to starting doing that with painting, with that maybe for some reason overwhelms me. So soon maybe I'll record or document that process for me, because I've never sat and painted somebody from life. For some reason it's easier for me to paint or draw people from life, like in pencil or graphite, charcoal or whatever. But painting, not yet. I don't know why. So we'll see. Maybe it's just a lot of the color and everything that overwhelms me. We'll see. Maybe this just means I have some inexperience that I need to fill in on my color theory, and maybe that'd be less scary. So YouTube, library, online tutorials. You can join online magazines. Sometimes those are nice, but there are free articles on Google that teach you different aspects. So maybe you want to learn how to stretch a canvas. YouTube, Google. Maybe you want to learn how to tint your gesso or what that does. If you've seen people with like yellow or orange backgrounds, then they paint a normal painting, you can understand why that is. YouTube, Google. Maybe you want to learn how to build a frame. I'd rather just find somebody personally who's a carpenter. Like I found somebody just down the street here in my neighborhood. Great guy. I see him working all the time, and he's got the real bandsaw, table saw, everything. And you don't just, normal people don't just have a bandsaw. So I just, I saw him with a bandsaw. I was like, this guy knows what's going on. So that being said, get a guy. I don't know where it is, but let's get this local economy, barter and trade system going on. Like, hey, if I gotta buy him a 6-pack of beer and throw him $60, hey, that's just my Christmas gift to my guy down here that's down the street. But you can learn how to build a frame. Recommend having a friend though. What else? Also, like maybe proportions, perspective, value, color. I would follow people who are doing tutorials on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. And that way you can kind of get little tidbits and get little tips and tricks and techniques and short form content, easily digestible. And you just have to take the time and the energy to go out and use those skills. So those are all super great resources for you to use if you're just now learning or wanting to learn how to do art, but you don't have money for school, or you don't have time, or you're already on a path somewhere completely different. Great things. I have a friend recently, because she's getting out of a graphic design degree. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having multiple skills. Like if you have skills in HR or graphic design or what have you, being a lawyer, if you're an attorney, there's nothing wrong with you expressing those skills, because I think if they exist, then they should be expressed because they exist. And you're an artist, and you can express that as well, and you just find your balance. A lot of people want to just jump in and be an artist immediately and just go full time, and you kind of want to have a plan before you do that. You can do that. I'm kind of still mixing the two. So for me personally, a little transparency, I'm half doing like online tutoring, and it's actually really, really good. You get to make your own schedule, accept what you want, and it's really good. Simultaneously, I'm also working my graphic design and artwork and murals as a business as well. So as I'm learning more about the business side of the art, because I've spent a lot of time, energy into the creative aspect of music and in artwork, but I haven't really spent a whole lot of time really knowing like marketing or administration or outreach, sales, accounting, all these things that are production, all these things that are part of it, merchandising, manufacturing. I don't know any of that at one point. So I've really come a long way in terms of understanding what that all entails. And luckily at this point, I am delegating a lot, and that feels amazing. I've never had a team before in my life, so this is really awesome to kind of look behind me and realize I have like 5 people on my team, and 3 of them are volunteers, and they just really believe in the vision. So I'm really excited by I'm just really excited by these prospects that are here and happening right now. And it all started with Threads. Shout out Desi. Thank you, Desi, for telling me to get on Threads, because I was totally just being a fucking boomer about it. I was just being a boomer about it, and I was just like, I don't need Threads. This is stupid. Who needs like a fake Twitter? But it turns out there's a lot of organic networking happening on Threads, and it's nuts. It's awesome. So, and she just told me to get on there and say need beats, and I was like, why would I do that? That makes no sense. But turns out, yeah, did that, found a lot of producers. One of my posts that said need beats shot up to like, I don't know, 76 comments or something like that. And I was like, what am I going to do with all these people that just have now shown up and are in my inboxes asking if I want beats? So I was like, wow. And a lot of them want money. And I was like, okay, I ain't got no budget, so I can't really help you out on a budget. But, you know, my idea is really an all collaborative promotion and mutual promotion idea. So really, you know, I could be using Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, or Tyler the Creator's music behind my reels, especially if it like relates. I just did a Tyler the Creator skateboard, so having his music behind that, it makes sense. But it would also be really cool if I had my own producer making a track that incorporated maybe him talking or something like that, and just creatively use snippets of certain things, snippets of culture, and added just some more breath to my reels. And that's just where the idea started. So I went forward and was like, all right, I'm going to try to find 12 producers. If research that I've done on social media has told me enough that I should do like 10 reels a month. And if I do 10 reels a month, that will boost my following and boost my algorithm for whatever, you know. If I do that 10 reels a month for 12 months, if each reel or each month I highlight a different producer that just hasn't gone up yet, that'd be huge for him. It'd be really cool for me. Like, we'll just be collaborating and making some really cool things happen. And I love that. And I've already met some really genuine and really amazing people. So I'm excited to showcase their talents and showcase what's special about them. Hint, hint, what's special about them. And, you know, what they write. So then I got to thinking, wow, hold up. If it worked for the producers, why wouldn't it work for any other sector? So the sector is in like poetry or modeling or photography or whatever. So I just started making posts like, need poets, need local models to OKC, need photographers, need whatever, right? Musicians, want to build artist global community, blah, 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 blah. Come join. Comment if you want to do it. Comment if you want to do it. Oh, comment if you want to do it. So, yeah. Then now I found some poets, I found some producers, I found some musicians, I found some models. So, and at that, all this network added to the network that I already have here and in California. And I used to live in California for about 6 years, between 2016 and 2022, before I came back to Oklahoma. And so it's amazing to really kind of like immediately create this beating heart of community that is national and global. You know, there's so many exciting possibilities to showcase and promote and market all of our talents. So to do this is really, really powerful. My vow as a content creator and my vow as a human on this earth is to highlight other people's positive things, just highlight their skills, highlight their talents, gas them up, show the world, if they want to be seen, what they are and who they are, and encourage them to nurture those talents through that promotion and through that show, you know. So you guys can watch my podcast. I have a couple episodes out and like 3 or 4 episodes that are coming out soon, especially if I find an editor. If you guys want to help me find an editor, that'd be sick. So, hey, like, combos for later. Thank you for listening. Again, you can follow me at wesleylester.art. Look up my website, www.wesleyluster.com. You know, maybe you want a commission, maybe you just want a consult. Just like hit me up, DM me, say what's up. I'm friendly, don't bite. So follow, like, subscribe, follow me on my journey. Be happy to have you. A lot of exciting things coming out.